Hello and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the start of the second innings of this Backyard Cricket England Test match at the Eversley Indoor Cricket Centre in Hampshire. We've been treated to a fascinating start to this match, a really high quality first innings, and it led to Alex's 11 finishing with a decent total, 303. Looks a really good pitch for batting, so we're not sure whether they may have shot under par a little bit there. But we're going to go straight back to the Eversley Indoor Centre now, where Alex's 11 are going to get us going with the ball in the second innings. I'm taking a much more cautious approach here. And that's four. First runs off the bat. Aaron Bedator is off the mark in backyard cricket. Full toss from Chapman. Yeah, played that well, quite deep in the crease. Good follow through. It's going to be that they'll bowl the last two in this rotation and the first two of the next. Get a 4-over burst in early on. Where's that? It's in the air and it's 6. Bedator finding his feet now. Chapman releasing the pressure they'd built up so far. A couple of full tosses and a wide to start this over. Timed that well. Short, smashed, 6. Don't think Jake Butler fancied this at square leg. He was turning before Saeed had hit it. You could technically say that's a chance, actually. I believe Kippers may have just started behind that line there. Kippers, for those who don't know, the nickname for Rob Woodward. And that's 6 from Bedator. Full toss again. Smith again. Oh, that's not far from leg stump. Seen Bedator walking across, leaving that leg stump exposed. It'll be an interesting battle, this one. 2 balls to go in the over. Bouncer now, and a good one too. Moved away late. How's he going to finish? Oh, it's a good one. I think it's hit him on the foot. Well, that was a good over from Smith. It's been brilliant so far, and they need something from him here. This partnership building nicely for Dan's team. And it's 50, the partnership. 3 slips and a point there, short point. And he immediately bowls a half tracker and gets pulled for 4. And again, that's 4. Again, it just sat up a bit from Borrett. This pitch is a bit spongier than the ones we played on in the first 2 tests. It just doesn't quite get through at pace. If you've only got one fielder on the leg side, you can't afford it to sit up. And that's in the air and 6. More fended that one off rather than attacked it, Bedator, but it's a maximum. This has been a very underwhelming over from Ricky Borrett. May have been a leading edge there. Pace didn't seem to be up at its usual snappy self in that first over. That was a bit quicker though. So it's the field rather than the line that's going to change. Well, isn't that just typical? Took a fielder out of that area, moved them to the leg side, and then bowled one outside off and got hit for 4. Good batting from Bedator. And where's that? That's a really good shot. That's the best stroke he's played so far. Another boundary. Look really good on Davidson here, and that's about the best we've seen from him. Lovely stroke. Well, this is becoming a problem now for Alex's team. Need to respond here. Need to show some character. Oh, and where's that? He's straight up. Oh, and that's a big bonus. What a gift. Well, that could be the wake-up call Alex's team need. Aaron Bedator's played really well on debut. He's gone for 42. And that's kind of come out of nowhere, really. Ricky Borrett has been peppered through the leg side. Perhaps the presence of the short leg might have changed Bedator's thinking a little bit. Looked a bit cramped and a bit late on it, and you wonder if the short leg wasn't there, maybe he would have been in a position to play that more confidently, so who knows. But he's played well, 42 on debut. And that's 4. Can't afford to drift onto the pads. He's so good through that area. Played that well. Soft hands, well controlled. Picked the gap. Who have we got then? He's gone with Elliot Fox. Interesting move. I think Smith feels that Fox's in-swinger is the key against the debutant. Oh, and it very nearly was first ball. Good nut that from Fox. And again, got him. Good bit of bowling from Elliot Fox. Got his in-swinger going well today. And to fail, the debutant bags a duck. Good nut that from Fox. Well bowled. Base of the stumps. Yeah, it's done a bit. It's done a bit, and to fail was just played across the line at it. Gone for a blob. Well bowled. 82 for 2. Alex is 11. Right back in this game now. At 76 for none. It was getting a bit concerning. That's in the air, and I think that's 6. Yeah, carried all the way. Tried to bowl the in-swinger Smith, but it didn't do a lot in the air. And Sharif again picks the gap. Another decent short ball. And that is the end of the over. And we're going to go down to tactical talking points now. It looks like James Maguire is going to be on next. So we're going to head down to our new feature, tactical talking points, to have a look at his bowling in this series. For this tactical talking points, we're going to take a look at the bowling of James Maguire, and more specifically how he's been used by his captain and his role within this team. If we look at James's figures for the first 2 test matches of this series, you can see that he's not taken a wicket yet, which is something of a surprise, but a very, very good economy rate. Where this gets interesting is once we add in the overs immediately after his. So the over that follows the ones that he bowls, and you'll see here that 50% of the time he bowls, a wicket falls at the other end. It happens too often to be a coincidence. And we're going to show you 3 examples now of why this happens and what James brings to this team. The first one we're going to look at is from the first test bowling at Yusuf Sharif. He bowled 5 balls at him in this over. And as you can see from the pitch map there, they were all very, very straight and very, very back of a length, forcing Sharif onto the back foot and thinking of the leg side. What happens? The very next over, Ewan McGregor comes on and throws one full and wide outside off stump. Sharif is off balance. He's not getting to the pitch of the ball. His feet don't move, and he nicks it behind, and they get a crucial wicket. In the second innings of that game, he's bowling at Sam Dennis, and the key here again is that he gives Dennis nothing to really get down the wicket to. Some full balls in there, but Dennis isn't able to get him away. He sets a clever field. This is Dennis as a last man standing, looking to try and score quickly, and Maguire keeps him penned well into his crease. And then we see a bouncer there as well to push him back and remind him that he's got that in his locker. And then what happens the very next over, a full toss, first ball. Dennis isn't expecting it. He isn't in rhythm. His feet aren't moving correctly, and it's up in the air. And then finally from the second test bowling at James Crowther, the key to this, with 2 full balls and straight balls there, he then moves wide of off stump. The key to this is that he's giving Crowther nothing to get on the front foot to at all. It's disrupting his rhythm, and he finishes with another full straight one. What happens? The very next ball Crowther faces is on a length. His head and his legs don't move forward at all. He wafts at it and he nicks it behind, and Callum Letts gets the wicket. So that is a sign of the immense value that James Maguire holds in this team and the selfless role he plays for his teammates. A thankless task, but he does it very, very well. He's been used well by his captain, and despite the absence of wickets, he's had an excellent series. Well, that was a very interesting watch, and Alex's 11 will be hoping that something similar can happen here. Well, that's not the start he would have wanted. 6 runs. Alvin Sathya into double figures. Yeah, played that well. Picked the gap. Oh, what's he done? Oh, that's awful from Lewis Chapman. 4 runs. He won't want to see that again. We will, though. Defensive from Sharif. He's just missed it completely. Loss of concentration. It's been a sign of the way things have gone in this innings for Alex's team. It's all been a bit flat. 100 up for Dan's 11. 103 for 2. They'll fancy that they can chip out some of the lead here. They took 45 off the first 3 overs from Saeed, Woodward and Chapman. And it's Saeed on now. Well, that's going to be 6. Not given as a no ball. Saeed got away with a couple in his first over. Sathya doesn't miss out. Played that well. Oh, 6 more. He's hit that. Nailed that one, Sathya. That came right out the middle. This is poor from Saeed. As a senior player, he needs to step up. And it's another one. Cashing in here, Alvin Sathya is his highest score of the series. Not missing out on these loose deliveries. And it's another one. 3 in a row, 4 in the over. Where's that? That's another maximum. Well, they're on the charge now, Dan's team. And with it, it's 4 and it's 50. Well played, Yusuf Sharif. Deserves that. His maiden backyard 50. Excellent contribution from him. What a nice moment for him. 51 balls is an even tempo. Never seems like he's scoring as quickly as he is at times, but what a lovely moment for Yusuf Sharif that is. Good fielding from Elliot Fox. And backed up by Maguire just about. Short again, decent nut. Well, we're going to have a look at this 50 from Yusuf Sharif. What a moment for him, his first in backyard cricket. And the staple of this innings has been his play through the leg side. We're going to see a few of those here. That's the one that brought up the 50. Wonderful innings. So good throughout this series, and you can see it there. 68% of his runs through that mid-wicket area. That's his strong suit. Now, this is the battle we've all been waiting for. Rob Maguire to Alvin Sathya. One of the key battles throughout this series, this has been. Maguire's had the upper hand all the way through, and it's been a big factor in the 2-0 lead Alex's team have. Oh, and that's the delivery. That's the one that's caused him problems. Oh, wow, it's a brave leave. It's come back. It's made its way down to fine leg. And there it is there, and it's 4. Pick the gap. Got it inside, fine leg. It's well played from Alvin Sathya. 48 for him now. Releases a bit of pressure. It was a good over until then from McGregor. How's he going to finish? Straight one again. 4 again, 50. Well played, Alvin Sathya. Really, really good innings. Got himself into this series now. It's been a quiet one for him, but not today. This has been explosive. High quality young player, just 15 years of age. Oh, where is it? It's out. Well, out of nowhere, they've got the breakthrough. Yusuf Sharif, his discipline abandons him for the first time today, really. Bottom hand came off the bat. It was a bit of a lazy shot, bit of a waft. First time he's really lost his focus, and it's cost him his wicket. But what a good innings. A first ever backyard 50 for him. Going to need Sathya to make sure he extends this a little while longer. Fox into him now. Oh, what a brilliant shot that is. Maximum from Sathya. Really is taking the attack to them today. No sense of bedding in and rebuilding after the wicket. First ball he's faced since the wicket, and he smashes it over mid-on. That's another good shot, and it's 4. Really opening himself up now, Sathya. That was a lovely strike, put a lot through that. A lot of bottom hand in that one. Impressive follow through. Well, this is calculated gamble from Sathya, and it's paying off for him. And that's 6 more. Well, what about this? What about this from Alvin Sathya? What an onslaught. 20 off the over. Similar to the first ball. 194 for 3, and we're going to go back down to tactical talking points. Well, for this tactical talking point, we're going to look at James Crowther. Had a brilliant 2020, but has made just 28 runs in 4 innings this year. And we're going to have a look at why that might be. So we're going to have a look at his trigger movement. This is in 2020. Now, you notice as the bowler gets to his release point, Crowther is outside leg. He takes a small step forward and his eyes, crucially, in line with his toes and right over middle stump. This allowed him to judge the ball perfectly on anything around off stump. His judgment was excellent. They found him very, very difficult to dismiss in that series. Contrast that to this year, and you'll notice he's starting already closer to middle stump. The front foot is coming forward a lot more, and the eyes, more importantly, outside off stump. This is clouding his judgment about what to play at and what to leave, and as a result, he's not leaving the ball as well as he was last year. What this also means is that Crowther can't get his bat through straight on the front foot because his front pad is in the way. This is a good example. His bat face then comes facing more towards cover because he can't get around his front leg and he loses his off stump. This also has an effect against the spinners. This is from last year. Spin bowler, short of a length, he gets that front foot well out the way and clears it through the leg side. Whereas contrast that with 2021, Vamsi Bogireddy in the first test here. He can't get that bat around the front leg, and as a result, he's cramped for room and top edges up in the air. So that's something for James Crowther to think about going forward for the rest of this series. He may want to revert back to what he was doing last season. And Sathya, I'm sure, will take him on now. Yeah, 6, first ball. It's poor from Saeed. He slapped it halfway down the pitch, and Sathya has slapped it through mid-wicket. Now, where is it? It's given us 6. Alex's 11 feel that was on the top net. I think the umpire's saying it was just in the corner. Well, this will be an interesting watch. Can't tell much from that angle. Oh, I think the umpire's got it right. Think he's got it right, just below the top net. Sathya, potentially. Oh, where's that? That's 6. Crowther's off and running. Nice swing of the blade, that. Yeah, got right through that. Lovely shot. Look at that. That's an amazing statistic, that. As Crowther hammers one down the ground. For 4. Hit the cover off that, but what an astonishing stat that was. Alvin Sathya's last 8 balls, he scored 40 runs. Oh, it's up in the air and it's out. Oh, what a soft dismissal. Oh, Crowther will be furious at himself. Oh, what an opportunity missed for James Crowther. A low full toss and he's just spooned it straight up in the air. Well, that will be such a disappointment. It's a wicket for Rob Woodward on his return to backyard cricket. Oh, that's a good delivery as well. Well, 40 runs off his last 8 balls, Sathya, and Smith has bowled 3 dots at him here, and 3 pretty good ones. That's a good shot. That's 4, and that takes him to 88. Oh, down the pitch and well watched. That's good from both players there. Sathya showing his intent coming down the track. Smith saw him coming and put another really good bouncer in. Good bowling this from the captain. Really interesting battle between these two today. Oh, and a good one to finish as well. Well, that's as good an over as anybody's bowled at Sathya so far. And again, it goes by without reward. 240 for 4. And there's the confirmation. Sathya, the highest innings in backyard cricket England history so far. And it's going to be Rob Maguire with Alvin Sathya on 88. And it's important that we always try neutral and objective. We're going to abandon that for a moment here and just say that I really, really hope he gets there. This brilliant young man, 15 years of age, on the verge of a bit of history here. Alvin Sathya, 88 not out. Rob Maguire in his sights. What's he going to do, the young man? Will he attack him? Will he see him off? It's a leading edge and it's 4 and he's into the 90s. And it is worth mentioning at this point that the on-site scorers have miscalculated fractionally They've got Alvin Sathya on the scoreboard being 96, so you might hear a premature cheer in 4 runs' time if he gets there, but we can assure you that what you're seeing on the screen is correct. He's 92 not out. But you may find the cheer goes up a bit premature around the ground when he scores his next boundary, as he's done there. Yeah, and the cheer has gone up. It is a bit premature. It's a lovely moment for Alvin Sathya, but he's not got there yet. 96 not out. Better hope he doesn't get out now. Oh, and that's a good delivery from Maguire. Well, the nerves around the ground. They believe he's on a century already. The moment of history might be a little flat, but he's on 96. What can he do? Come on, Alvin. And it is there, and that is the shot. That is the moment of history. What a performance from this young man. The first ever Backyard Cricket England century. 15-year-old Alvin Sathya. What a moment. What a performance. Astonishing. Well, the moment itself was a little flat due to the scoreboard error, but this innings has been anything but. Just sit back and enjoy some of these. And these are just since he's reached 50. A lovely moment. The applause, the celebrations. Very humble, modest young man. He's done something special today. A moment of Backyard Cricket England history for 15-year-old Alvin Sathya. Handshakes from the captain and the umpire, well deserved. Smith is on to Bogiretti, but that's a sideshow to the main event at the moment. You see it there, his second 50, occupied just 16 balls, which is a record for BCE. And cleaned him up. Well, he's bowled really well today, Smith. Probably been the pick of the bowlers. Deserves that wicket. Good night, that. Bogiretti prodding tentatively at it, left the gap, and Smith got that in-swinger working, as he has done throughout this season. That keeps up his run of taking a wicket in every innings. Bogiretti gone for 14. So you can expect he's probably going to test the shoulder of the bat here. Oh, and with that he yorks him first ball. Well, that's clever from McGregor, double bluff. Callum Letts has gone for a duck. Just threw his bat across himself. It's the kind of shot you see early on in an innings. Left himself exposed. It's well bowled from McGregor. He's deserved that wicket. He's had a good day as well, Ewan McGregor. Let's gone for naught. 267 for 6. Where's that? Over mid-off, 6. First boundary to Gurpal Singh. And again there, 4 more. Classy hit that from Singh. Such a lovely technique through the offside. And 4. Misfielded again down at long on. Wheels just starting to come off for Alex's team now. They look tired. They've had enough. Just trying to get through this. And 4 more. Played that very nicely, actually. Highest score of the series for Gurpal Singh now. And another short ball and another 4. Well, we're going to have a look at those 2 boundaries. That's the first one. That's a more aggressive shot. 300 up for the first time in BCE history for Dan's team. And they've done it in record time. And another boundary. Oh, here we go. Here we go. It's party time now for Alvin Sathya. No indication that he's not going to keep going here. Pulls out the reverse. Ricky Borrett, the only player we've seen play that in this series so far. Oh, and he's hit his partner now. Ah, it's a baseball shot, and it's another 4. Lamp that down the ground. Alvin Sathia's just showing off at this point now. Every cheap run that Alex's 11 give away is a run that they've got to score. And that's 6. That was a bit of a hockey shot, that. Had to wait on it. Got through it early. Racing towards a half century here, which will be good for his confidence. Oh, that's a good hit. Connected with that one. Oh, and it's straight up again. How many times have we seen that today? A promising innings ended with a mistimed straight up into the roof. But he's played well, Gurpal Singh. Played a selfless innings for his team there. He'll be disappointed to fall short of a half century, especially in that fashion. But he's played for his team in that innings. Really, really good knock that. Selfless, 47, 341 for 7. Alex's team doing just about all they can, really. Throw your gun bowlers on and hope for the best. And 4 to start off with. He's really in the mood now, Sathia. He's played Maguire so much better today. Look at that lovely little twirl of the bat on the follow through. He's in complete control at the moment. That's 4. Hammered that. That's 4. Smash that. 350 up for Dan's team, and the captain's off the mark. And smash down the ground. He is really in imposing form, Alvin Sathia. Not a lot you can really do. But hardly relevant for him now. His job is just to swing, you would think. Oh, he's connected with that one, though. Maximum for Dan Mears. He's finding his feet. Short ball sat up, middled it. And 6 more. Similar to one we saw earlier in the over. Short and sat up. And pulled aggressively from Mears. Made his way to 20. Oh, that's a lovely strike. Clean as a whistle. Well played, Dan Mears. We'll have a look at that one again. Yeah, he's hit that well. Lovely shot. Butler to Sathia. 148. Got it. Brilliant, brilliant shot. Brilliant, brilliant innings. 6. May well have got a finger on that. We'll have a look. How close was it to Rob Woodward? Oh, it's straight at him and he's dropped it over the rope. Oh, well, that's appalling fielding from Rob Woodward. That was straight at him. Youngster Alvin Sathia has exploded into life in this innings. It's been a brilliant watch, and this may make for an interesting comparison. We're going to have a look at his setup, and we're going to compare it to none other than the great Ricky Ponting from 2005. And if we look, it's a near mirror image. They could be twins. It's almost identical. Arched back, head right over middle stump, low hands in line with the top of the stumps, feet slightly open. The only real difference, Ponting's back coming a bit wider towards point. And we're going to run these deliveries through, similar strokes. And if we have a look at the point of impact, you can see again, almost a mirror image. So I'm not sure if that's a deliberate thing from Alvin Sathia, whether he's modelled himself on Ricky Ponting. But either way, I think the legendary Australian himself would have been proud to play the way that Sathia's played today. 4, well played from Dan Mears, well controlled actually. Elliot Fox, the early stages of this innings were good for him, but he's fallen apart a bit since then. Oh, that's a good hit. 446 for 7 now. Oh, he's hit that. Oh, what a clean strike. He's hit that like a dream, Alvin Sathia. 178. 450 up for Dan's team. Chapman in again. Oh, that's 6 more. Well, suddenly, out of nowhere, surely not. We are not going to be looking at a double century here, are we? Surely. Oh, you best believe we are. It is on the cards. 3 successive sixes from Alvin Sathya. Wow, that was the best of them. He has absolutely nailed that. What a strike. And he's on 190. What a moment. What a performance. It's another 6. He's going to get there surely now. Well, 26 off the over with a ball to go. Alvin Sathya made history already today, but this would top it all. 1 ball left in the over. The 15-year-old, 196. And he's got it. What a performance. What an innings. That's going to be the declaration. Soak in this applause. Magnificent. Alvin Sathya, 200 not out at Eversley. Well, that's the end of the innings. Dan's 11 have declared on 474 for 7. The lead is 171, and that innings, the story of that innings is all about one man. Alvin Sathya is not yet old enough to buy fireworks, but he's produced plenty of his own today. 200 not out. The first ever backyard century becomes the first ever double century. Ample support from Yusuf Sharif, and there were 40 odds for Bedator, Singh and the captain Mears at the end. For Alex's 11, tough day at the office. The captain himself bowled well, and there were good contributions from McGregor and James Maguire, but some ugly figures in there. They've got a big job on their hands coming into the third innings. It's been the key point of this series. Alex is batting in the third innings, their side, and they're going to have to produce again because they're right up against it today. 474 for 7 declared. Alvin Sathya, 200 not out.